Hello everybody, welcome back to our YouTube channel, My Project Ideas. And today I'm going to show you how to set up a basic React project inside of your machine so that it can act as a boilerplate. So first of all, we will be using the React.js as our library, Tailwind CSS for the styling, and React Router DOM for efficiently navigating throughout the pages inside of a React.js application. So let me walk you through it and how we're gonna do this stuff. Let's see. Okay, so first of all, I will open an empty folder inside of the VS Studio Code. It is by far the most accepted and most adopted code editor ever. So it comes with many functionalities built in inside and so many things just you can work with any development environment. So let me open the terminal and I will type the command uh, let it load. Okay, so the command will be npx create wheat @latest. Okay, and then it will download the boilerplate code of the wheat. So let me tell you, uh, okay, so you can name your project here to this prompt, and I will go with maybe yeah dot slash so that it will be just the name of the parent directory. I'll be using JavaScript and the boilerplate is downloaded now. Now let me tell you what the wheat actually is. So let me go to the wheat website. Actually, wheat is a very fast build tool for the JavaScript applications. It is blazingly fast speed, so it enhances the developer experience more. Uh, yeah, and the Vite is also perform the tree operations faster than the Webpack. It is using some roll up inside of this. I will not go into the details now. Let's just install the dependencies here. Uh, it is the important step to be taken because we just downloaded the boilerplate code, not the dependencies. Okay, let it install. It will install all the dependencies and just check the package.json after installing.
So what Tailwind CSS is, um, when I say if you don't have to create any separate file for CSS or any Sass or LAS, uh, you just have to tab the class names. Yeah, it's a kind of similar to the Bootstrap, but with the all of the functionalities of the CSS made into only class names, so that there is an enormous flexibility to create any kind of component you want just by tapping the class names. So let's just set up the project, and here is the framework guides. I will be choosing Vite because we are using Vite here. Okay, so about two commands we already have entered because these commands are for creating the projects. So I will be copying this command first and go to our project, and I will be pasting. Looks like those dependencies in the package.json are already installed, and I will hit enter now. And let's just wait for them to install. Until then, I will copy this second command to initiate the Tailwind CSS in our project. Okay, let's wait for the Tailwind CSS to install. Okay, looks like it has installed completely. And now let's just initiate the Tailwind CSS, and I will hit enter on this command. Okay, and this command will create another file called tailwind.config.js here. Till now it is not visible. Why is not? Okay, it is still executing this command. Until then, we will copy the another things like in the tailwind.config.js, we have to copy these things inside of our content array. So let's just see. Okay, so you can see here the tailwind.config.js is created. I will close the terminal, and inside of this content array, I'll be copying those things. Okay, so the next step is these things we will be copying into our index.css, and in the src folder we will have our index.css. I will be removing everything here by just deleting everything and copying those 3 lines of code. Okay, so now I think it will be working. Let's just also delete .app.css, and in the app.jsx, let's delete the boilerplate code. Okay, now we are ready. Okay, so let's just type a div in here, a simple div. So basically this is the React fragment. If you want to dive deep about it, you can check on the React docs. So I will be typing the class name, and which is equal to the text center, and text to be 6 XL, and font to be semi bold. Okay, so basic things are set up. Let's just also type the text here like hello. I'm not gonna type hello world here, hello project. This is more good other than basic hello words. Okay, let's just run our application. So the command for running our application in the dev environment, in the package.json, it is mentioned as dev. So I will be running npm run dev. So as for the reason we are using the wait for the dev environment or the dev experience, it will just create our project in a blink. It is running our project now. So you can check this port number. So we are here in the new dev, I can type the localhost 5173. And now as you can see, how fast is it? So just like that. Now it's time to set up our React router. So for the React router, I will be exiting my terminal. Oh, sorry. I'll be stopping my project. So Control C, and the project is stopped. I will clear the terminal, and I will just install npm I react router dom, and let's just wait for it to install. Okay, it looks like the installation is finished. Okay, for setting our React router in our application, we will go to the main.jsx. In the main.jsx, we don't need the strict mode here. The strict mode has its own purposes, so we will be not discussing here, and instead set up the React router. So I will be importing the browser router from the React router DOM. Browser router as router. So I'll be placing the router here. It is basically context for our React application. Just like context, not particularly context, maybe inbuilt it is a context. So wrap our app component in the router component, which is actually browser router. And let's just go to the app.jsx. And in the app.jsx, I will be importing route and routes. And in here, okay, let me just remove this, or maybe I will comment this. I'll be making routes here, and inside of the routes we will be placing a route. Let's just make it single, and for the path to be slash, simple slash. It means the basic entry point of our application, and component, not component, sorry, element. So element will be the component which we will be getting on this path. So for that to work, we need a component, but for now we don't have any component. So let's just make the components folder in our src folder. And inside the components folder, I will be having a new file called home.jsx. I'll be using the React snippet for quickly creating a component, RAFCE. Okay, so it is created, and let's just also make a barrel file, or just yeah, it is called barrel file because it reduces a lot of duplication of our code. So I'll be naming it as index.jsx, and inside of that I'll be export default as home, okay, from home. So our barrel file is created. Let's just create one more component, like page2.jsx. Let's just type the React snippet, and inside the index.jsx I'll be just creating for the page 2, page 2. Okay, so let's go to the app.jsx and import those components here. Import home and page 2. So the entry point of our application will be the home component. So we just don't need this here. It will be home. And let's just make another route, which will be a page 2. And inside of it, there will be a page 2. And let's just check if it is working or not. Let's run our application. npm run dev is the command for running our application. And it will just run in the blink of an eye. And just refresh it. Okay, so as you can see the home here, it means that our React router is working. So also let's just check the page 2. And yes, it's working. And for the styling, we can have styles in the page 2, like a class. It will be text center, text 3XL, font bold, or maybe semi-bold. Okay, and similarly we will copy this class, okay, for our home. So anything you edit on the home or any page, it doesn't have to do anything with our app.jsx. It will just route to those paths. And inside the home.jsx, we have copied the class, and let's just see if it is working or not. Yeah, as you can see, it is working in the blink of an eye. It will not create a separate build for every re-renders. That's why we are using wheat. And for the home, it is looking like this. Yeah, seems fine. Okay, so that's it for our project setup of our React. Please make sure that you know these basic stuff, because we will be using this knowledge for our incoming projects. Okay, stay healthy, stay mentally fit. Bye bye.